Wow, what a difference 1 week makes. Good morning, everyone. It's the last day of February. And yeah, we got some snow melting going on. Not today, of course, because I think it's the high at -9 and a low of about 15, 18 tonight. But then it's going to warm back up to above the freezing mark. We've had a week here or so of melting, and it's kind of nice for a change. They're getting ready to get things getting pens ready for calving and whatnot. We've had a few little hiccups here. I don't know if you've seen our shorts, or the short Sherry put on there. She had a little fall in Winnipeg and broke I guess it's basically the bottom part of her leg right beside the ankle. And yours truly here, Michael, and good old Randy. Thanks, Randy, for helping me out in a pinch. We made a mad dash to Winnipeg. I guess it's a week ago today. Go get her. We got her somewhat casted up. We got to go get a better cast fitted for her next Tuesday in Brandon. So she's laid up for a while. So, and then she also got sick. We don't know if it's from some of the meds that she reacted to or what. And then I got sick first part of this week. We were both worshiping the porcelain god, King Ralph. And so I'm just kind of getting around here now. I'm hoping to get some stuff done here so we can get breaking cows home for calving next week. So I was even hoping to go to a bull sale tomorrow, but it won't be happening. Too many days down. So anyways, we're getting started here, and we'll start feeding some cows. Well, we're out here on 28 here right now, and I guess we don't have to worry so much about the winter watering site at the moment. Even though it's yucky water, cows seem to like to drink it. Easier than going all the way to the trough. And it's also a little bit rougher here right now, so yeah, we've covered a lot of this ground here on this paddock. I think there's roughly 40 some acres. Most of it's been covered with manure at least once, either through the wagon here or the bale processor. So, and right now really should have some feeders out here to feed the silage. Shouldn't really be feeding on, well, we don't feed on the ground like this, of course. Silage, we still try and feed on some snow, clean ground. Leave a little bit of waste, not bad. Today is a little colder, so we can feed on top of ice. But yeah, Dad said there was some hay that they didn't eat out there, so we're gonna go out there, see if it's worthwhile dumping silage on that, so they would clean that up. If not, we're gonna find some clean snow to spread on. Well, I seen where this bale he said they didn't eat. Well, I can see why. There was a few bales I had set aside to just specifically use for bedding. As you can see, it's not your choice's feed. It's cattails and mostly bulrushes. He didn't listen to me too good when I said not to use those bales. But anyways, we're using the bales. So this is what we do sometimes. I like doing things like this if we could do it all the time. Then that way they eat into the rougher feeds. So I started over there. I thought he meant there was some hay that was wasted over there, that they didn't eat too much. And then all of a sudden I spied this, and I thought, oh, this is where he wanted me to come. So she all worked out. I just put the tractor in a higher gear and just spread the silage a little thinner. So then I see my gate over here to the other quarter is open, which is not a big deal. They're not going to go too far if they go out there anyways. And in fact, if I had more time this morning, I got to go out to that quarter, because out there, maybe a quarter of a mile, I got to go get a water trough. I forgot to go get it last fall. So I better go get that before it melts too much, because out here we're kind of in the marshy area here right now. That's kind of the marsh there, and as you can see in the willows here, that's marshy ground. Once the ground gets soft out there, you will not go out there for a while. So while the ground is reasonably froze yet, and there's not, hopefully there's not, doesn't look like it, I could probably travel through there with the front wheel assist quite easily. So, but I'm not doing that this morning. I'll come with it without the wagon, and that'll probably take a little extra project getting that done. So, okay, this group's fed. Dad'll come out after lunch to feed the hay. Off to the next group. I just thought as I was leaving here, I just thought I'd show you about the only spot on this 40-acre paddock that hasn't been manured for feeding cows is right up in here. The rest has had cows fed on it for once or twice anyways. The water site's half a mile that way. So just didn't quite get to the far reaches of this corner. I think we done pretty good though, just the same. Well, we're over here south of our house, my house here, and where the young cows are. We just got finished feeding them silage. And as you can see, there's a few acres here that's been covered with manure and wasted hay. We also fed these, if you're some of you that follow our channel regularly, we also had these cattle on the next quarter west, quarter section west. So they were there for a good part of the winter, about sometime in January they came over here. And then Dad has been feeding hay in the hills there. So anyways, lots of manure got spread this winter. So, but anyways, here what we do is we feed in inverted tires. I had a question on one of our videos, a comment I guess, about our tires that we use. These are inverted tractor tires, like the back tires of the tractor. Those of you who don't know. Friend of mine and I, Randy of course, we built an inverter quite a few years ago and inverted these inverted tires. Inverted quite a few of them over the years actually. Probably good 400 of them over time. Between for him and us and for some customers. Till our backs gave out on us, because the machine we had was a good machine, but it was very labor intensive, and as you get older the back gets weaker. So but anyways, we any of you folks that are looking at doing tractor tire feeders, only use bias tires. Do not use radials, because they do not invert, they just collapse. And we've inverted, well, I think that one there is an 18434, I believe. The tops were cut out before you invert them. might be a 38. That's cut off, so I can't tell. Doesn't matter. We have done 20.8 38s, 20.8 34s. Any 34 or 38 inch tire. We've done 42s, I think, at the last. Just don't do radials. They do not invert, like I said. They make a pretty nice feeder. I think, oh, come to think of it, I forgot. There's one tire on the end there that we didn't invert, smaller tire that's, I think they're what, the 23 inch tires? Some of those big combine tires. You don't have to invert them, they're deep enough. We just cut the tops out of them so the cows can reach. Sometimes you have what we call these dimples here, right here. When you invert a tire, you have these dimples, and Randy and I did build, well, Randy built the dimpler to alleviate that problem, but sometimes they just don't stay out. They still collapse in a little bit. We have a couple of 2 or 3 tires that over time that were no good because they just did not de-dimple. So it has its quirks, but I think you could put up to 800 pounds of silage into a tire with the right size of tire. How many tires do I budget for a herd of cows? I like to go anywhere from 6 to 8 cows per tire. It's nice and comfortable. You don't have to fill the tire right up, overflowing. That's the only thing that's one thing I probably should do on my wagon, is put some belting on the end of the discharge, because sometimes you don't quite get a little bit wider in the tire and you have some spillage. That's where those 30-foot bunk feeders, like on BP's website channel, BCP Farm and Trucking, he's got those 30-foot troughs, and some of these other farming channels that have 30-foot troughs, they might be a little bit better at times for that. But at this time of year, from now till grass, all silage basically for us get put into either tires or troughs. We have some old chop troughs that we've used too for silage, but I feel the tires are a little bit better than that. But because with the soft ground, wet ground, a lot less waste. So hopefully that answers a few questions. If not, feel free to comment and ask questions in the comment section. So let's go home and have some lunch and maybe go pull some snow. Well, it's after lunch and I'm hooked on to the box scraper. For those of you that remembered from a previous video, I scraped a bunch of this snow out that way and put the box scraper up in here. And when I had the snowblower going about a week or so ago, when it started getting ice, I tried blowing the snow that way over the fence, but I had no luck because I got poor tires on the tractor. They're also skinned down. I've got them. They're going to come out next week or maybe next week to put them on, put the new ones on. But I had a hell of a time and I couldn't get anything done, so I went and blew snow somewhere else. And what I ended up doing here, I even just used this bucket here with the grapple fork, the manure bucket, silage bucket, is I scraped a bunch of this and threw as much as I can over the fence. And the rest I was hoping to maybe blow out in a few days, so because it's all right lifting it over the fence, but once it gets too high, well, then it's kind of nice having the blower to take it further out. So I may try this again with the blower. If not, it's melting pretty good as it is, so I gotta blow that out too. And that pen over there, our post calving pen. I haven't done anything in there yet. So I gotta work with the snow blower in there and the box scraper and the bucket. Get over here so I can show you a little bit better. Here it's drifted up pretty good. So yeah, there's a bit of snow to move. That's not today's job though, because I got a short day today. I only got a couple hours here this afternoon. I gotta run away this evening. So what we're going to do, I'm gonna get out the gate here before I hook something. Try and pull this out, pull that out that way. This stuff in here, pull that out, and we're gonna go over there first. I'll take you back. I'll bring you back. Well, we're in the pre-calving pen across the road. When I did have the snowblower going, I couldn't do that other place behind. I came in here, blew out a bunch of snow along the fence lines about, 35 feet, 5 widths at 7 feet, 5 or 6. Because you get any further than that, then it gets kind of pointless in a way, because you're just throwing snow toward the fence, then you got to blow it again. So this is where the box scraper comes in, or why I use the box scraper, and pull the snow either towards the fence so I can blow it over, or I can go over here. I might do that today with some of this stuff here. Some of this I probably don't even need to scrape, but it's pretty well gone as it is, because I have a stand-up panel that is over here. Basically from that post over there this way to about here. It's actually across the road if you can see it. Maybe not. But it's a 30-foot panel with a 10-foot gate on each, welded on each end. The one gate goes right here. The other gate goes right there. And then these wires tie onto the panel. So when we're pulling snow, sometimes I'll pull the snow up to here and then pile it. That way we get rid of as much snow as we can. I think that's what I'll probably end up doing on this end of it. And toward the other end, I'll probably just take it toward the fence so I can use the blower again and blow it over the fence. I don't know yet. There's been a lot of melting going on since I've been back here, so I may be able to just pull everything into here. So let's just start pulling snow and see what happens. Well, look what I found from last fall. Just hauling a load of snow up to here, and just as it was rolling off, I seen this. That's a nose clip from what we put in our calves' noses last fall. If you look back at one of our videos, sometimes you lose them figuring you'll never find them again. Voila, there's one of them. Well, after about an hour and a half, I got her done. I ended up piling some in a row here. I'll probably use the blower to over the fence that way, just in the interest of time. This way I didn't have to pull so far. I had a big enough pile here as it was, so I figured let's just row some up and let's just get things done. Got my panels back in place like I explained earlier. Got my wire up, and I got enough space in between here. I knew last year I was thinking I should weld another bar underneath there because a newborn calf, if we have one out there, sometimes they like to duck back under. And even this big panel here probably should have an extra bar in there so nothing tries to go underneath. And even that gate could use an extra tubing at the bottom. But I'll figure that out when time comes. But we're getting things set up. Oh, in our pre-calving pen out there, I'm not worrying too much about doing too much snow pushing. If anything, I've done my little trail so the cows can come up for a drink. The rest of it, there's a ridge up over there that is actually all right. It's with the snow melt we've been having. It's the hill is bearing off pretty good, so I'm actually not going to worry about it. There might be some heavy spots over that ridge on the south end. I might blow out, but that can be done when the cows are here actually. So I guess for calving pen and or pre-calving pen and the pre-calving pen, I guess we're pretty much ready. Just a matter of setting out feed and tires, and oh yeah, I gotta get tires in there, and pretty much ready to bring them home. We got the calving pen. Got the calving pen here ready to go here, just on the other side like I showed earlier. I tried pulling snow out of there, but it wasn't working worth a darn. So I figured I may as well just go in there at the bucket. Whoa, slipping on ice. The joys of snow melt and then freezing. Anywho, getting some pens ready, some corrals blowing out. I'm gonna use maybe even the dirt bucket and some of that stuff, because might have to do some chipping away there with the loader. So I guess we're gonna call it a video for this go around. We're back in the land of the living. Yes, we're here. Getting calving prep going. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, that's the wrong way. And we'll see you in the next one.